Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Duality, solo flawless on a Warlock this time. We're using Broodweaver Warlock for the first time in one of these solo flawlesses. Usually don't use strand for these dungeons because it plays usually a lot more slower, but using Gauntlet and the grapple actually turned out to be pretty powerful. Since the grapple melee can actually one-hit the Bellkeepers, which is actually really nice. That paired with the aspect that spawns 3 Threadlings as well makes it even more powerful. And with Constant Armlets, you do get health regeneration on a kill with that. So we're also using Submission, Fusion Rifle, and the Lament. We'll be using the Lament for boss damage, Submission for just about everything else, and sometimes using the Fusion Rifle, mainly to kill the Shades of Galaran, because it can one-shot them. But anyway, so to start off with, we're going to just pepper down this bell, so we can continue. If you want, you can switch to a longer range weapon for these sections. There's nothing wrong with that, I just cannot be bothered. And I don't need to, so I won't. Now we're just going to use the grapple to skip a little bit here. Not too much, but just a little bit. We've also got Woven Mail on all pickups, meaning if we get a melee kill, we're basically invincible for a little bit. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the spell. There we go. And we're going to jump over, we're going to use a grapple here, just to speed things up a bit. Now we're going to do a little skip with this spell, we're going to activate it, and then just drop down to the end of this section, save a fair amount of time as well. Almost died there. Another reason to have the sword. Now we've just got a few enemies to kill. Gonna grapple, kill. This Colossus does most of the health. If the Threadlings were to be nice, they can also finish him off. However, if there are other enemies around, they will just run around and kill them instead. So, when we're done with that, we're going to drop down. And we'll start the Galaran fight now. So we're going to pepper the bell from the other side as well, so we spawn next to the Bellkeepers. And we're going to take them out with a grapple melee. Well, if it worked. So instead I'm just going to take them out with a finisher. Almost die again, but thankfully I have my grapple back thanks to the Thread of Generation. So I can kill that one. Now we're going to kill the 2 standard bearers. You want to start with the one on the left, I found, so you go in the right Gauntlet last. This makes things a lot easier because you can do that much more consistently quick. Anyway, so we're going to kill this second standard bearer, but not pick up the standard. This will cause the Scion to respawn and not despawn until you kill it, which means you can kill it in the Gauntlet, which gives you an extra 15 seconds on the damage phase. Now we're just going to wait for the Bellkeepers to spawn. And take them out with one shot with the fusion rifle. If you have armor charge, you can one shot them with a rapid fire. If not, then you can't. This is why using the Cartesian coordinate is probably much better than anything else, simply because of the fact that you can take advantage of the solar weapon boost since you're using the Lament as well. So now we're going to start the first gauntlet. If you have armor charge, you can also one-shot the Visions of Garan if you have Warlock weapon as well. If not, once you get the Unstable Essence, you'll be doing 50% extra damage, so you can one-shot it regardless. Gonna say hi to Garan. And we're gonna go over kill the Bellkeepers. And go get the second standard. But we're not going to kill anything here. Garan, what are you doing, Garan, up there? So once we kill these Bellkeepers, we're going to manifest the standard. Just getting some melee kills to keep me alive, and also just to clear out ads. As you see, that one shot, thanks to the threadlings. Now we've got the second gauntlet. We're going to do this very quickly, or as fast as possible anyway, so we have even more time to do damage to Garan. There's the Scion there as well. Killing him give us an extra 15 seconds, and killing the final shade will also do that. So we have a whole minute to do damage. We're going to start with the super, then going to hit him with a melee that'll unravel him, which will provide extra DPS along the way, which is really useful for this because it does allow us to two-phase. However, the two-phase is extremely rare and inconsistent, but I have been able to do it much more consistently recently with a bit of practice. As you see, we've got 15 seconds left, and I've already done over half. Try to get a melee kill, but it didn't work. Anyway, so at about 10 seconds you want to run away. You can also use your grapple to speed things up, but if you want to be super tight with the timing, you can put in some extra damage. However, I did run out of Lament ammo. So yeah, we did a nice solid maybe 55%, which is really good. It's the best damage I've done in a single phase, and whilst also leaving for 10 seconds. However, I did use up all my ammo, so I am going to have to be conscious about getting it back. So we're going to do the same thing again, once again remembering to start on this side, so we have the second gauntlet on the opposite side. Now you see the standard there, that's not the right standard, or it might not be. It's a 50-50 chance of it being the right one, obviously because there are two options. However, you don't want to pick it up anyway, just in case it isn't, because depositing it won't actually open the door if it's the wrong standard. So we did the same thing, we left that Scion there dead with the standard still up. That will cause him to respawn and give us some extra time on the damage window. So we're waiting for the Bellkeepers. Gonna grapple melee that one. and take the other out with the submission. Just clearing the room. I should also say you obviously want to pay attention to your melee charge, because you do want to keep one for the boss fight. So don't spend them too willy-nilly. Now we're just going to take out the Shades of Gauntlet again. Take out the Bellkeepers and grab the second standard. Just getting a melee kill for some health. Now I'm going to get some orbs for our armor charge and also woven mail. Now that the Bellkeeper's dead, we're going to manifest the standard. Try to get some damage off so we have the grapple. Here it is. And we'll kill the Scions straight up. And we're gonna plow through these shades again. Once that's done, we're just going to take out these Bellkeepers very quickly. Fire off a super. Melee. And then go in with the Lament. Putting a rift down just for safety, because there are still a lot of enemies alive and they can cook you quite easily if you're not paying attention. Thankfully the unraveling effects do actually sort of spread out sometimes, which can take care of ads even if you're not paying attention to them, which is very nice. And finish off with some fusion. And we're done. That was Galran. Seems a lot more simple than it was. However, that did take me quite a while to get the two-phase down well. So anyway, we just got a bit of running around and jumping to go. When we get to this section, we're going to use the grapple to skip this a little bit. Hit the switch, and then go over to the Slide of Doom. We're going to jump at the end so we don't take that much damage. And we're just going to run straight past all these enemies. Now we've got the first vault door. All you gotta do is hit the switches. Start here. It's 3 times. you hit the switch for this statue, then go left and 2 times, and then left again and 2 times, and you're done. And we're into the vault. So we're going to rally, and then we're going to go over here to start the encounter. Going to get the fusion out. Going to almost kill it, and then finish with the melee. And then do the same with that one. We're just going to go kill all the bell keepers first before doing anything else. Just looking for the orbs. So now we're going to find the 2 stands we need, which are Dog and Sun. Dog's right here. So we're going to hit the bell on the opposite side, just to save a bit of time, because that will mean that the bell keepers will spawn next to us. Now, we're going to take out these enemies to spawn the standard bearer. You need to kill 3 phalanxes and 2 legionaries, along with the colossus. Going to kill the centurion with a bit of fusion, and grab the standard and run. Going to grapple here, and take out the battle keepers like so. And we're going to look for the second one now. Going to try to hit the bell without dying. And do the same thing. We're going to manifest the standard now. And we're going to kill the guy. We're going to start with the melee, then the sweeper, just so he's unraveled. We're going to melee kill, or at least try to get my health back. Somehow I managed to unravel myself. I don't know how that happened, but sometimes it does. Anyway, once he's dead, we're just going to do the same thing, and then do it again once more. Just looking around for some ammo. Thankfully I got some lucky drops. Looking for an orb. Doesn't matter too much. Anyway, we're just gonna go find the other two standards. Unfortunately here it's kind of hard to tell which ones I have to kill. You don't have to kill the ones that jump down the stairs, however they do mix in with the ones you do have to kill, so it can be kind of hard to tell. I just got a bit unlucky and I killed the wrong phalanxes there, but it's alright. Doesn't matter too much because you can melt them down pretty quickly with an SMG. Now I'm going to take out the bell keepers and get out of here. Now I look at the next stand. Gonna get pushed around by the Incendio, which is always a fun time. You'd think one day after doing this so many times I'd know which standards is where, and I still don't. Now we're going to block with the sword so we don't get blown away. Go for a melee kill. Super. And he's already unraveled thanks to that tangle. So he's an easy kill. And now once more with feeling. That was a great melee right there. So we've got Axe and Cup. Fortunately, they're on opposite sides, so I can tell that if that's not Cup, then the other one is. So now we're just getting the last one. And now we're just going to take out this guy. I don't know what Element does sometimes. And there we go. That's the vault done. So now we've just got a bit more running and jumping, and then we'll make our way finally to Keitel. We're gonna hit this bell here. And jump over to these beams. Through the hole. And hit the bell from the other side. And we're gonna pepper this bell over there. And get out. Then we're going to make our way up and out onto these beams. And go through here with a grapple or not. Great. I'm just going to have to do that again then. There we go, much safer to do it normally. Anyway, second slide of doom, all you gotta do is jump just before you exit, and you'll be fine. And now for a little bit more jumping before we get to the final boss. We're going to rally and get this started. I'm going to start with the fusion rifle melee combo to get the Vampire's Caress going. Then we're going to just grapple, take out some more Bellkeepers, and once we're done with all the Bellkeepers, we're going to go into the Nightmare. So now we're going to grab the two standards I need, which I think were Dog and Axe. We can get the melee kill on this Scion, so we have some health. Gonna get the grapple melee on these guys. And then take out the second Scion in a similar way. And get out of here. Now before we deposit the standards, we're going to get a melee kill first, so we don't die horribly. Now we're going to do that again, this time getting the sun and dog aspects. Essences, that's what I mean. And once we're done with that, we're going to get the hell out of here. Now I'm trying to generate some orbs for armor charge, because we're going to need it when we go into the damage phase. I do want to keep at least one melee charge, but I accidentally did a powered melee there, which has been annoying. Anyway, so once the final one is done, we're going to ring the bell. We're going to plant ourselves in the middle, so we can ambush these two Bellkeepers here. Going to riff for some health, she's coming to the middle, so we're just going to wait by this bell. Now immediately when we ring the bell, we're going to super, and then we're going to use the lament for the rest of it. You have time for 3 combos on the super in that 10-second window, and as you can see that was a good 6th of her health or so. It would have been better if she was unraveled, but thankfully that grapple melee actually did unravel her. So we've got that going for this one. And now we can grapple melee these guys on the far side. Now we're unraveling her and doing some more damage. And we've got her under half, which is great. However, we are lacking in ammo now. But not to worry, because it's not too hard to find if we're lucky. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to take out all the bell keepers first. Look at the two essences, the dog and the sun, which are both on the left. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to melee to the scion, and then go in with the grapple. And then we're just going to take out these bell keepers like so. Grab that orb. And get ourselves out of here. And unfortunately we're almost at full heavy ammo, which should be fine. So now we need Cup and Sun, so let's go get those. Get knocked about a little bit. I was actually very close to dying there, so I had to go for the powered melee, but I had 3 charges up, so it doesn't matter too much. So now I'm getting a little bit spawned by ads. However, continuously meleeing things will cause you to stay alive. Now we're getting knocked about a bit, and we're going to do this damage phase in the same manner that we did before. Take out these bellkeepers to start off with. Then we're going to forward Keitel, take out these guys with the grapple and the fusion. Get the super off, and then go for the lament. And she's going right. And now we're just going to wait for her at the final battle. Probably should have unraveled her, but it doesn't matter too much at all. And there we have it, that's Keitel done, and that's the whole dungeon. Duality, Solar Flawless on a Warlock. Hope you all enjoyed, hope you found this helpful. If you did, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.
Callus's truth is laid bare. From his rise, to his fall, to whatever it is he is becoming now, Callus is seeking transfiguration. He believes it will help him better understand the goals of the Witness, the final shape. This is something I have heard spoken in Hive Apocrypha, and from the lips of Tolan the Shattered. According to the Hive, the final shape